Hi everybody, this is Yvette, your Lightroom teacher, and in today's video we are going to be going over the crop tool. So over here earlier you learned that these are your tools. You have your exposure, your crop, your healing, your red eye, and your masking. We're going to go over in this video just on cropping right now. If I hover my mouse over, you'll notice that the crop hotkey is going to be R. So when we're cropping, one of the really important things I want you to think about is an old school thing that I was taught, and that's from film photography. And simply it's saying, hey, shoot it right the first time. Please don't rely on cropping and really any of this post-production. If you can do as much as you can within the camera, that's just going to make your life a lot easier. Specifically with cropping, when we overcrop, then we tend to lose a lot of resolution because we physically have made the image smaller. But let's get into it. So as I press right here, click right here, and I press on the crop tool, we'll go over some of the things. The first thing it says about aspect, the next thing is about angle, and we can click on constraint to image. So we can constrain it to the original image area. So let's play around with angle, and you'll be really easy for you to see what's going on. So if you have a tendency to shoot a little bit off, you can fix that orientation, and I just simply pressed return on my keyboard and that just did it. So we'll go back to cropping in itself. When we crop, one of the really important things to think about is what am I going to do with this image afterwards? Do I want to print it? Do I want to put it on Instagram? Do I want to put it on the web? If I put it on the web, then it really doesn't matter what way you do crop. So you can crop like this, and it really doesn't matter. But if we're going to print it, like for instance, let's do an 8x10. So if I go 8x10, and let me bring this back to what it was, what you're going to notice is that an 8x10, the standard size that we've all gotten used to, is really, we're actually cropping most of our images by 2 inches. So when I find the crop that I want, you can just see right now I'm just clicking and dragging. So I'm holding the mouse down, I have a trackpad, and I'm moving it left to right, and that's how I'm able to reorientate this. And once I'm ready, I'm just going to press return on my keyboard. Boom, done. Let's try another one. So in this image, I do like to do my exposure edits first, but cropping is going to be totally fine if we want to do it first. So what you'll see is I have a lot of space right in here, and I can make this image a lot better. I've studied composition, and I'm going to go ahead and click and drag. And what you're going to notice, the way I'm going to crop this is I'm going to change, I can change it like this, so that it's a lot about this vegetation, a little bit of them. I feel like I want to find a little bit of the middle, so I'm just clicking and dragging. Press return, and what a difference just by simply cropping that image. We'll go to another one. I'll go right in here, and I'm going to do a really hard crop, and I want you to see what tends to happen. So let's say I just want to crop just the 2 of them, and I'm just going to do like I said, a rough crop. Press return. We do lose a little bit of resolution, so if you're relying on crop, you might find that your image is not as sharp as you wanted it to be. So you'll have to do some techniques like going in here under your sharpening tool, maybe playing around with clarity. And lastly, let's try one more. So this is an image that a friend just sent me today. Very excited to use it with you. I'm going to reset everything for us. There we go. There we go. And what I was doing right now is I was double clicking on tone, double clicking on white balance, and that'll reset the image. So I was playing with it earlier and I forgot. Same thing with presence. All you have to do is double click on those words and it'll reset the image. So let's kind of crop it. And I know that my friend was going to put this on Instagram, right? So Instagram is a square format. That's a 1-to-1. I'm going to click right here. I'm going to reorientate that. And I'm gonna, for me, the sky is really important. So you'll notice that I'm using this grid to kind of help me with my cropping and my alignment. So here's going to be the sky, here's the mountains, and here's all this glorious sky. So I think I said earlier, by the way, sky. This is not sky. This is the land, this is the mountains, and this is the sky. I'm going to press return, and I've totally transformed that image immediately. All right, guys, thanks so much.